What does he do after that? What does he do
He's
after? I
like
just
a
need details.
mentor now. He's a
He's
motivation. He's like the
he
face of
has
hope. The fact that he's still alive, hope, he keeps hope alive. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Kids in Their Own World. My name is Blessing, and I have my brother here with me. Say your name, bro. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Okay. I don't know why you're laughing, but okay.
I'm here. My name is Joel, by the way.
Okay. So hi. Okay, then we're done with the introduction.
Yes. So yeah, what do you think about my hero?
Okay. So what do I think about My Hero Academia? I think it's very interesting. In the beginning, first 3 seasons, I was like really hooked. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it, especially because that was like my first. It's still my only like anime that I've watched consistently, and I really enjoyed the vigor of the students. The fact that everybody's giving their best to be superheroes or whatever, and the story of the main character. I think they made him very relatable. It's almost like Spider-Man, this kind, the people's champion, because like everything that he went through to be where he is from his own power, from his own innate like character, his own nature. It's not like things were given handed to him. He actually had to like fight his way through, and I think a lot of us can relate to that. The storyline, of course, very interesting. I really really enjoyed it. Even till now, Sha, it's just that, especially in this season 6, things have kind of slowed down a bit. The story is still good. Like I get where they are going to, but it's not as gripping as before. And I think it's because they slowed down a lot. And I don't know if that's how it is in what you call it, in animes, especially um
It's not
animation
like that.
that's like
It's
action
not always like
anime,
that.
like they over
It's not always like
explain.
that.
But it's kind of like Naruto now. Naruto,
No,
Naruto,
no, no,
Naruto will
no,
give
no,
you like
no.
2 episodes of a backstory. So I was thinking, is like, yeah, but these people, man,
It's not exactly like that. But I understand what you're saying. Naruto is different in the sense that whenever they're explaining, they are using it to pad down so that they cannot catch up to the manga because the manga was going in succession with the anime at that time, which My Hero 2 is going in step with the manga as it is being produced and written. But the problem is not because it's trying to catch up to the source material, because the thing has even finished and let me not get into that. The reason My Hero is nonsense now, in my opinion, because I've stopped reading it, I've stopped watching it. The reason it's nonsense now is because the writer is not committed to the harsh realities. He's trying to make everything friendly. I understand, yes, there's some mutilation, there's some bodily harm. Oh, this guy is getting fractured, but nothing really actually happens to him. He doesn't actually go through any real lasting damage. He has scars here and there, but functionally, he's
but
almost
wait, that's
exactly
how
the
it
same.
has been since now.
That is the
That's how it
problem.
had been since.
That is the
Nobody went
problem.
through any, but it was still
Yes,
interesting. And there was a point where it was one of the best animes like out
yes.
there.
The
So
reason
why
why
has
that
the public
was
sentiment changed?
Because the reason why that was is because we're all waiting for the next level, like, oh, they're about to step into the real danger, because they are heroes going against people that are actually like killers. They are ready to, the main villain is a decay person. Nobody has really, except the only person that has actually suffered really is, what's his name, that their sensei, Hawkeye sensei. I don't know his name, I can't remember. I used to like the show, but I've even forgotten the guy. Their teacher, one ace teacher, he's the only person that actually really suffered
Oh,
in the show. He lost a
Aizawa.
leg. Aizawa, exactly. Aizawa, thank you. He lost a leg. I think he lost one eye. I can't really remember, but I know he has really
Yes.
suffered. But the remaining, like there were two major problems. The first one was when they captured Bakugo. Now he had a chance to do something really integral with Bakugo's character. He just dropped the ball with Bakugo's character, in my opinion. He made him this cliche anti, like, deuteragonist second character that, oh, I hate the main character but I will now be friends with the main character, like. And to be honest, I give him credit, he did it in a good way. If that was his mission was to make him the deuteragonist and make him like Deku in the end.
Yes,
He
I
did it in
wanted
an
to say,
okay,
because sorry,
understandable way.
because like with how angry and intense Bakugo is, that kind of character. you already believe that this kind of character will definitely be like an evil guy at some point in time. But he made sure that, in as much as Bakugo has this anger issue and like some sort of pent up like trauma from the past or whatever, it didn't take away from the fact that at the end of the day, he still has a good heart, and he will never get to the point where, even though he says he will kill people a lot, he will never get to the point where he would actually kill. Like, he will never cross that line into darkness. So his nature, his character, the way he comes off, you would think that, he's just waiting for that one opportunity where he's going to go to the dark side, but he never gets there. And I think that's, I like the fact that he showed, those are the kind of characters me I love. I love characters that they actually have everything, like everything on, like, not against them or with them. How do I put it? Everything is on the side where they could actually become evil. Things that are happening to them, they could actually easily transition into being bad guys, easily make the wrong decision because everything is just against them. But there is just something inside that makes them stand out and say, no, I'm not going to actually choose the easy way. I'm going to stand and do, like Zuko. Zuko could have easily just, like, gone over, because he's trying to impress his dad. He wants to make sure that he actually has a shot at being the Fire Lord, seeing as he's the first, he's the first child. So for him, so many things were stacked against him to move to the dark side, to be a bad, to be evil. But there was always this innate nature inside him, that voice that was telling him, you can't do that, you're not supposed to do that, this is not right. So for someone like Bakugo, now I see that too. It would have been very easy for him to have kind of like given into that, in as much as, yes, he loved, what's his name, All Might, but that doesn't mean anything. A lot of them have become bad guys for lesser things. Somebody just like stepped on their leg, the next thing, that's their own backstory, that's their own story into villainy. You know?
The reason why I started that episode is because that, to me, was the whole arc where my hero, my hero should have gone to the next level after that. And me saying that, oh, Bakugo, he became cliche and all that, he's not written bad. I'm not saying he's written bad. He's actually probably top 2, top 3 best written characters in the whole show. But I'm saying that there's a subversion of expectations that I was waiting for that he didn't do. Firstly, with Bakugo, because what I was expecting him to do as a fellow writer myself, would have not published anything, but I was expecting him to. These were the two options before me. If you want him to become a villain, that is very like, okay, we can see it happening, we can see it in his character, it's very possible. You can follow that route. You can also, okay, he did the other thing of he came back, he's not actually a villain, he's just how do you say, misunderstood or a problem. He just, what's the word I'm even looking for? He has problems also, or he's just misunderstood, whatever. But the third one was what I was thinking. Let them start acting mature. I understand that they are children and he wants to write them as children, but to me, what they had faced would have been enough reason for them to go to the next step of actually making decisions. So that's what I was expecting. And two, he didn't have the, how will I say, the heart to kill All Might when he should have killed All Might when he fought All For Him, because he became useless after that. He was just like a crutch that Deku was now using to, oh, I have to go back to see what All Might say. Let Deku make the big boy decision. It's his turn now. It's him now. It is when you give him the full leading role that you were meant to give him. So in my opinion, those were the two things that he missed. And the third one, actually, this one might be the most grievous one. He missed a serious opportunity with Stars and Stripes. I'm sure people have watched the latest season, but it's around this time that I stopped reading. Like after Stars and Stripes, and where did I stop reading? I stopped reading when they were fighting when Aizawa lost his leg. I think that's when I stopped reading it. Sorry for the spoilers anyway, but this is my hero. You should have seen this by now. So anyway, when he did Stars and Stripes the way he did her dirty, oh my. First of all, she was hyped up as being the #1 hero in America, a prodigy of All Might. She should have gone at least to the final war. But how many chapters did it take for him to introduce her and kill her? He didn't try at all. And her power was based, man. Her power is crazy. Like, she can make commands of mad. So the way I understand the shock value of what he was trying to go for. Oh, even Shigaraki is so strong now that he can even take out the #1 hero. But in that, he power clipped it too much, in my opinion. And it did not make sense because her power and her notoriety was enough to handle, at least get away alive from Shigaraki at that time. That's my personal opinion. And in the end, if he was going to say, oh yeah, she did something, she took away many of his quirks, she should have taken away the decay quirk, because that is his like trademark. And doing that will actually stand, oh no, she's actually strong. She took away this guy's main power. It will now give you more things to write in the story, writing him different, because that decay thing was his whole life.
To your point about, I also want to go back to the fact that you said Bakugo should have killed All Might. Is it the time when he found out
No,
that
no, no, that's not what
what's
I
his
said.
name?
I didn't say
Uh,
Bakugo should have killed All
you
Might.
said
I
he
said
back.
Horikoshi should have killed
You
All
said
Might.
he should
All
have
Might should
killed.
have.
Who is
All Might should
Horikoshi?
have died
Who
first.
is that?
Horikoshi is the person that wrote the show. That's the like creator, the mangaka, as they say. He is, yes,
Okay. You are saying that he should have,
yes,
maybe like doing that. It's your
yes.
turn now. He should have died
Yes, it's your
in the
turn. You should
fight.
have died there. That's
Why?
exactly the perfect. That's the perfect time. When he says it's your time now, it means I have given you the leeway to be the
So he should
new
have gone.
number one.
He will not
He
be.
should have gone.
You see the thing. You
Okay,
see
I have
the
a
thing
question.
about that. You see
What
the
does
thing
he
about
do
that.
after?
Like,
What
okay,
does he do after that? What does he do
he's
after? I
like
just
a
need.
mentor now. He's a motivation. He's like the
He
face of
has.
hope. The fact that he's still alive, hope, he keeps hope alive. And honestly, that thing
So
about
that
like
the miss.
mentors passing, the thing about like mentors passing on and then now leaving the what you call it, they are disciples or whatever, like those
Yes.
people, their mentees behind, and then the
Yes.
mentee will now be like, what would he do if this was if he was in this situation? And then they
You
end up
have to
doing
write
what
it
they
like
would
that.
have done, not what they not the, what the mentors would have done, because obviously they don't know what the mentors would have done, seeing as they are not alive and they are very very different people from who they are. So me, I've never really like liked that. It should have been much better if the person was there, and if you really needed something, the person would be able to explain and go along with you for whatever like the situation might be. That whole what would this person have done, or if this person was here, this would have never happened. Honestly, for me, I'm like, that person is a human being too. Don't idolize person. Person would have probably made the same mistake you did. And yeah, so for me, oh, I've never really been a
I
fan of that.
understand
I'm
what you're
happy with
saying,
the
but
fact
that's
that
not
All
my
Might is still
angle.
alive. I
I'm
think it
not.
gives him
I'm
I
not at
think he
all.
gives the people motivation.
And
I don't
it's
know.
not about the
It's
motivation of
alright.
the. I'm talking about the quality of the quality of the writing. Me, I'm talking from a like this is how I would write it, and I know I'm just a guy talking. I don't have the credentials, but honestly, I like stories. I like telling like humane stories. And okay, yeah, this is a way to go. Okay, he did not die. How do you write him still in the story when he's actually kind of redundant, because he has really served his value as far as the public is concerned. Because that statue of him raising his hand is all the people need for hope. Honestly speaking,
It's
because
all
they
they
already
need.
witnessed. That's what they need, because they have already seen that he was willing to go even when he was, because they finally realized that he was not at full strength anymore. Before they were hiding it, but they finally realized, oh, he is decrepit, he's dying, he's mortal like us. So once he still showed that, and he still beat all for one. So what was the point of still keeping him around? That's just my like. It would have been more impactful if he died there. People, how they say like art gets more value when the person dies. You get like somebody's
Yeah,
music gets more
yeah.
value when the person dies. So now his symbol will be more valuable now that he has gone, because even till the last breath he was still fighting for good justice and the American way, as they say. That's Superman anyway. But so that is my point. Like that would have been a perfect place to end him.
I think all I'll just say about My Hero Academia is that for someone that isn't really a big anime fan like me, I still have hope for it. I think it's not as interesting as the beginning, and there was a lot of potential that has kind of like been dropped along the way. But I think it's still a solid show in its own right, especially where they are now. The fact, like, no spoilers, but like me, I'm at the point where they are fighting Shigaraki and Off One. I don't know what's going to happen next. People are looking like they're dead or they're about to die or they're actually already gone. I don't know what's going to happen. But I think it's still captivating enough for me. The heart of the show, the fact that you have children. I know you were saying something about like the fact that they are children, but they are supposed to be mature because of everything that they've gone through.
In my
I
opinion,
think
yes.
like still making them children, still giving them that childlike innocence. I think it's still it's good, because yeah, trauma experiences, life can make you harder, but we always want to be a child at heart. We always strive for that innocence. We always love. That's why a lot of us love babies, because we see that like circumstances have not happened to them. And
Yeah,
I
so
think
life was
for
not
for
happening
I
to
can
them.
see
Yeah.
that in Exactly. I can see that in the children in this class, this UA children. All in all, I still have hope. I still enjoy it. I still like it. It's the one anime that I have consistently watched. I want to
There
watch
are
other
more
ones,
you can.
but this one I
There
have
are
followed
plenty
it.
more you can, man. There are
Yeah.
so don't worry.
Jujutsu Kaisen is on my list.
I will
One Piece is
plug
on
it.
my
Don't worry.
list. Attack on Titan is on my list. And some other
See,
romantic anime. I want to like delve into that
oh yeah,
trope.
there's some those ones. You know me, I savor everything, so I have plenty romantic ones that you like. Plenty. Your line April. You hate. You might
Well,
hate. You might. Oh my god. But anyways, okay. I don't want to
I
spoil
heard
it just
about
yet.
fruit
We'll get there.
basket or
Oh,
basket
Fruits
fruits
Basket. I've not watched it.
or
Fruits Basket.
food
Yeah, that one is a
fruit
classic.
basket.
Like, it's
You've
very
not
well.
watched it,
Like, yes, it's a classic. I've not watched Fruits Basket. No,
but you've
I've not
mentioned it
watched Fruits
before.
Basket, but I know about it. Well, I know about it. Like,
Eh.
it's like some anime you know
Oh,
about. Even sure that anime is very poor. Like Berserk, you know about if you are into anime. I've not read it yet. They say don't watch it, just read it, because anime adaptation sometimes
hmm,
can get
that's not
hazy.
happening.
But anyway, so yeah, Berserk. No, but me, I'm into the. You know me, I create, so I'm into the. I want to see the art and see. Oh, this is the difference. This is how they are paneling, and this is their right. This is the structure. This is the pacing. So yeah, in due time, I'll get to all those ones. But right now, it's strictly One
In
Piece. One
due
Piece is something
time.
that I read consistently. So, but in due time, we'll get there. So
Damn.
yes, all right. So that's all we have for now. So we'll be coming back. Hopefully at least once
Yes.
every week. We'll try our best. We don't know how life will do us. Life is
It's not easy.
lifing
I'm
very
telling you,
hard
life
right
be
now.
lifing.
But it's okay.
Yup.
So just keep your eyes out, keep
Yeah.
your notifications on, and all that. So we'll see you.
Yes, please. Yes. We also have our own individual channels, but I don't know if we are
Oh yeah,
supposed to.
plug it. You can plug it
Um.
now. Plug it,
So
plug it,
yes,
plug it.
exactly. Please, I have my channel Arunjoy MD where I
Yes, to be
review
on the
K
screen.
dramas and Marvel stuff.
To be on the
Yeah,
screen.
it's kind of like been slowing down now because, as we said, life be lifing. But
Yep.
we're going. I'm hoping to come back. Better, stronger, more agile. So yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, okay. So yeah, that's all. Oh yeah, me too. Madcast podcast.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Madcast podcast. Yeah, Madcast will go far. Madcast will go far. Don't worry. But anyway, let's just leave that. Thank you
Yeah.
for watching. Because before I was Madcast podcast, I
Thank
usually
you.
say thank you for listening.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching. See you next time.
See you.